There's some mushrooms that are just simply tasty. Others take you on mental trips, and others will kill you.
It's not entirely random, at least not in all cases. In the case of psilocybin, it might be what we call a happy accident, that it affects us that way. It might be that that chemical has some other function in nature that we don't yet understand.
It traces back to 65 million years. That's awfully suspicious time frame in the history of life on Earth.
Are we to believe that the dinosaurs were...
That's a little suspicious. What can you say about that?
But I'll say two things. One is our ability to precisely pinpoint the origin of this in absolute time is pretty poor. That said, an interesting consequence of the asteroid hitting Earth is that it created a nuclear winter, which blocked out sunlight, and sunlight is necessary for plants to grow. So there were no plants around, and therefore there was nothing that could eat plants, right? They were going to go extinct. Things that needed to eat plants, they're going to go extinct as well. But things that don't rely on live plants to feed and survive could thrive under those conditions. And that happens to be mushrooms that decompose dead organic material, and things like slugs and snails that eat decomposing material. So those kinds of organisms, they actually did well after the asteroid impact.
You know, I haven't put two and two together there to draw that conclusion.
Well, it makes perfect sense.
So it's the great dying of organic matter, and this is a happy day for mushrooms and snails.
It does appear that mushrooms diversified very rapidly after the asteroid impact in many groups. So yeah, it may have been an opportunity for them. Silver lining.
How did we discover this chemical in them? Is it people grazing mushrooms until, I mean, they can't have been motivated to expect this. So I guess, was it just random? And can we date that in the history of culture?
We don't know about prehistory and what kind of interactions our ancestors had with these mushrooms because it's not recorded. But we do know that Mesoamericans...
History, just astronomically, history goes back to the Big Bang. So you mean history in the historian sense, where we actually have records of people, places, events, and things.
Our history.
Yeah, right.
Correct. We also don't have a history of its use at the time of the Big Bang, just to be clear.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it is the reason for the Big Bang.
Somebody
took it and...
But in all seriousness, the first people that were documented to use it were Mesoamericans, and this was discovered when Europeans first arrived in Mesoamerica and wrote it down, and then proceeded to ban its use, of course, because it was total sacrilege.
Right, exactly.
So the knowledge was suppressed for hundreds of years until